Our world is full of mysterious objects, places, and organisms. With new developments in science and technology, we have been able to solve most of these enigmas. Yet there are still some events that will leave the best minds of the world dumbfounded. We may discredit them as tricks of the mind or dubious cases, but we can't simply ignore their occurrence. In today's video, we will be getting into the top 7 mysterious events that will make you question reality. With that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, drop a like. Now let's get into number 7. In 1967, a huge flying object was seen over the harbor in Nova Scotia, where it hovered for a while and then crashed into the water. The object was never identified, even though 2 local residents reported a floating object in the waters of Shag Harbor. On the night of October 4th, 1967, about 11:20 p.m., at least 11 people saw a low-flying, illuminated object heading towards Shag Harbor, a tiny fishing village in the Canadian province of Nova Scotia. Multiple witnesses reported hearing a whistling sound, like a bomb, then a whoosh, and finally a loud bang indicating that something had crashed into the waters of the harbor. The initial report was made by local resident Lori Wickens and 4 of her friends. Driving through Shag Harbor, on Highway 3, they spotted a large object descending into the waters of the harbor. Assuming an aircraft had crashed, Wickens contacted the RCMP detachment in Barrington Passage. Within 15 minutes, 10 RCMP officers arrived at the scene, but before any attempt at rescue could be made, the object started to sink and then disappeared from view. Within half an hour of the crash, local fishing boats went out for a rescue mission, but could find no survivors, no bodies, and no debris. The next day, it was determined that no aircraft were missing. When the Royal Canadian Air Force was informed of the crash, they labeled it as a UFO report. Number 6. The Hollandwell incident is an unexplained event in July 1980, when around 300 children suffered fainting attacks, nausea, and other symptoms at the Hollandwell Showground in England. The exact cause has never been determined. On Sunday, July 13, 1980, the annual Hollandwell Show was organized at Hollandwell Showground near Kirkby in Ashfield. As part of the event, a junior brass and marching band competition was organized. Around 500 children from 11 marching bands were in attendance. Some even came after traveling 65 kilometers. As a result, many children were tired and nervous about performing. The show was scheduled to begin around 9 a.m. At around 10:30 a.m., the children of the bands began to collapse without any apparent reason. Fainting seemed to be contagious, and according to one eyewitness, the children began falling down like 9 pins. Soon the numbers of ailing children reached the hundreds. They began suffering from vomiting, sore eyes, sore throats, and dizziness. The estimated number of victims was around 300, including children, adults, and babies. 259 people were taken to 4 nearby hospitals. Initial investigations by the Asheville District Council looked into a variety of possible causes, including contaminated water supplies, food poisoning, radio waves, and crop spraying of nearby fields. However, the exact cause of the widespread illness is still being disputed. Number 5. In 1994, Oakville, Washington experienced a rainstorm in which gelatinous blobs fell onto a local farm. Observations of the substance at the Sonny Barclift farm revealed that each blob that fell was about half the size of a grain of rice. Shortly afterward, Barclift's mother, Dottie Hearn, suffered from dizziness and nausea and was rushed to the hospital. Barclift and one of his friends began suffering from bouts of fatigue and nausea after handling the blobs. Even Barclift's kitten died after contact with the blobs. Later, it was reported that the maladies of Barclift's mother may have been due to an inner ear condition and not due to the blobs. In order to identify the blobs, Barclift contacted his mother's doctor, Dr. David Little. Dr. Little ran some tests at the hospital and reported that the blobs contained human white blood cells. When the blobs were examined by the Washington State Department of Ecology's Hazardous Material Spill Response Unit, they found the blobs contained cells that lacked nuclei. But human white blood cells contain nuclei, so they were not a byproduct of a human body. Many theories have been presented to explain the appearance of the blobs, but none of them have been proven to be correct. Number 4. Since August 20th, 2007, about 20 detached human feet have been discovered along the coasts of the Salish Sea. Surprisingly, no other body parts have turned up. In 2007, a girl from Washington was visiting Jedediah Island in British Columbia, Canada. She found a size 12 Adidas shoe along the shore and picked it up. After opening the sock of the shoe, she found a man's right foot inside it. Upon examination, it was revealed that the kind of white and blue mesh running shoe was produced in 2003 and distributed mainly in India. The foot was identified as that of a missing man suffering from depression. Since then, a number of detached human feet have been discovered along the coast of the Salish Sea in British Columbia, Canada, and Washington, USA. As of February 2012, only 5 feet and 4 people have been identified. The series of discoveries have been called almost beyond explanation, as no other body parts washed ashore along the coast. Number 3. In 1917, near Fatima, Portugal, a crowd of people gathered to watch the skies as a multicolored sun appeared to dance without blinding the eyes with a direct focus on it. In the spring of 1917, 3 Catholic shepherd children living near Fatima, Portugal, reported apparitions of an angel and a prophecy. According to the prophecy, prayer would lead to an end to the Great War, and on October 13th of that year, the lady, angel, would reveal her identity and perform a miracle so that all may believe. The news of the prophecy quickly spread and many pilgrims started visiting the area. On October 13th, 1917, a large crowd had gathered near Fatima, Portugal. According to many witnesses, after a period of rain, the dark clouds broke and the sun appeared as an opaque, spinning disk in the sky. It was said to be significantly duller than normal and was casting multicolored lights across the landscape, the people, and the surrounding clouds. The sun was then reported to have careened towards the earth before zigzagging back to its normal position. Not all witnesses reported seeing the sun dance. Some people only saw the radiant colors, and others, including some believers, saw nothing at all. The only known picture of the sun taken during the event doesn't show anything unusual. The claim of the miracle of the sun has received many criticisms from theologians, scientists, and skeptics. Some believe that it is a byproduct of psychological factors such as the power of suggestion, while according to others, it may have been a combination of optical effects and some meteorological phenomena. The reality of the event is still a mystery. Number 2. The Tunguska event. In June 1908, a ball of fire exploded on a remote area of Russia, shaking the ground and instantly flattening 770 square miles of forest. Known as the Tunguska event because of its close proximity to a river of the same name, the blast was estimated to have generated 15 megatons of energy, about 1,000 times more powerful than the Hiroshima atomic bomb. Recent research suggests a meteor is to blame, as evidenced by a nearby lake which some scientists believe was created by the meteor's impact. Other scientists, however, believe the lake was there before the event. On the night of June 30th, 1908, and for the next 3 nights, aurora-like displays were seen in Northern Europe. Our top pick is next. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more videos like this, be sure to leave a like and comment down below with what video ideas you want to see from us next. While you're at it, smash that subscribe button. Let's get to number 1. The Baigong Pipes. In an area in China, there are 3 mysterious openings in the top of a mountain that contain hundreds of rusty iron pipes whose origin is unknown. Some of the pipes go deep into the mountain, but some lead to a nearby saltwater lake. What's so special about these pipes? Archaeologists have dated these pipes to a time when mankind was still trying to figure out how to cook, let alone use ironclad pipes. A conclusive proof about their existence cannot be put forward because the pipes are on a mountain that is absolutely uninhabitable for us Earthlings. Thanks for watching till the end. Hit that like button if you liked the video. What video should we do next? Let us know in the comments. See you next time.